Okay, so assume that driver, I will not write any selenium right now. Let me build a top over plain framework, right? System.println. I want here, wait 1 second. Okay, so here I want the value which is the username. Okay, so then I'll take this, then I will just driver dot. Okay, right now we did not import any selenium. Okay, let me explain you on the top over it. Okay, so I want to print this value, but I will not hardcode here. I want it from my global file. Okay, so I mean, if there is a step like this, driver dot find element. Right now there is no selenium imported here. That's the reason you are not seeing. So by dot xpath you give something, and then you say dot send keys. You need to pass the username. Okay, so same thing I am trying to print it, I am trying to print it here, so you can see it in the console. So the value which is got printed, we will pass it into the username. Fine. So in your every test case you will write it like this. You will not hard code username. As I told you, the drawbacks what you face if you go on hard coding for each test case. So how to get a global for this? For that there is a class called properties in Java. Okay, properties, let me give prop new properties. Okay, so it's nothing, I just created a class called properties from java.util, and then there is object called prop. Okay, now let me create a file. Where is it? Shall we create here itself? New other, select the file. Okay, click on next and say the data driven, and remember to put an extension as a properties file. Okay, if you provide this extension, then only this properties class can interpret this file. Okay, so it will, properties class can interpret only the files which have an extension of dot properties. So that's the reason when you are creating a file, make sure that you give the dot properties extension. Done. Click on finish. Okay, so here I say username equals to, right, selenium. Let's take this as our username. Password, let's go with Rahul, right, and URL equals to let's say anything, it's up to you what you give. If you can just give google.com also, let's give google.com only. Fine, this is a key, this is a value. The syntax how you need to define is key equals to value. That's it. We have defined three variables in a file. This file is something global file, assume that. Now all your test cases, when you are logging into your application, you need not hardcode, pick everything from this file. That's our task. Let's go back to our test cases now. So I have different properties class. Now next let's tell to our Java that where exactly our file exists. Okay, so properties, this object is ready to scan the properties file. Okay, so but where is that properties file, that you need to tell to this properties class. Okay, without telling where it is, how can it go and scan? Okay, just understand, real time. You forget about Java. So one guy is ready to interpret that file, but he has to know where it is live, where it is present first of all. Okay, so I, with the help of Java, now I'll tell you where it is present. File input stream. There is a method class called file input stream in Java, which will actually point where exactly your file lies by providing a path as an argument for this class. Let me take an object something like this, right? And move your mouse. It says to import something, java.io. Okay, it's asking to add an argument to match. That is, we need to pass a file name here. Okay, so okay, click on this. Right now it's null, but what I do is right click on this properties file, and I get this URL. Okay, and I just okay, this something, right? Place this. Make sure in Java you need to provide double slashes. Okay, right, and we are able to successfully pass. Okay, so FIS object knows where exactly your file lies. Okay, prop object now is ready to interpret your file. Now we need to integrate these two. Fine, so let's make these two connect so that they will understand and they talk to each other and they will interpret this file. Okay, right, let's do that. Okay, I'm just telling you in a way that you will actually know what is happening rather than saying class, interface, abstract methods, no, inheritance. I don't want to mess your mind with all the Java concepts. Two classes you have defined. One class can interpret, one class know where exactly lies. Okay, so there is an method in this properties class. If you give prop dot load, you'll see the method called load. Yeah, this is, and it is expecting a file object. Okay, so with the help of load method you can actually pass this object so that now this prop variable can understand where exactly your path lies and it can interpret it. Okay, so dot load FIS. Fine, so this three steps, that's it, we are almost done. Okay, got it right what these three steps actually does. And now system.println, I want to print the username here, but username I have defined somewhere here, right? So this is a key. Now go back to your test and say prop dot get property. Okay, get the property of this username. Copy this key value and paste it here, right? Now when I run this, output should be selenium. Fine, got it what I'm trying to do here. So I'm saying put it in double quotes. So I just connected my object to that file, and now with the help of get property method, and if you pass the key value, the value present in this key will be printed in the output. In this way, in all our scripts we use the same and we pull the object from this file, right? And tomorrow if something changes, we will just go and update here that password name. However, all these files will pick it from that file and job is done with a single change. Got it? So you are seeing some error here. Move your mouse, it says to add throws declaration. Do that, and I think one more throws declaration required. File not found. Done, all set. Now when I just run this, in output I have to see selenium. Okay, so let me run this login, right? Oh, unfortunately this is not a test, this is before suit, but can I run? Yeah, I can run it from here. Line login run as. Okay, let me make it a test, because if it is, when you write a test then only it treats it as a test case and you can run it. Okay, now you see this got enabled, test engine is set, and see the output. done, and go up, it's selenium. Okay, so got it, how we pulled that value from that file to our test case without any hard coding, right? We done this without any hard coding. So that's how you can achieve.